Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsnews.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on detailed review of the Gionee E8, which has been showcased here at Beijing in China. And this phone is going to be the most premium flagship phone which you might have seen till date from Gionee. It is coming to India by the end of August 2015, and it is going to be available for a price near to 40,000 rupees. So this is going to be the most pricey phone as far as Gionee phones which you might have seen till date, but it has got pretty good looks and very good build quality, use of metal glass at the front, and the overall look and feel of this device is very premium. And they have also given metal edges which does make this device strong as well. Apart from the good looks, it has also got good build quality. So talking about the device, it has got a 6-inch AMOLED display, which is a WQHD display, which is looking colorful from almost all the angles. It is an AMOLED display, so the color reproduction is good, and viewing angles are actually one of the best you can have on any smartphone. So this is going to be a premium flagship phone from Gionee. So they have done pretty good amount of work on this device as far as camera is concerned, as far as software UI is concerned, and the overall build quality is also on the higher level. Let's talk about this device in detail. First of all, I would like to tell you that it has got an octa-core CPU inside, which is a 2.0 GHz CPU Cortex A53, and it has got PowerVR G6200. It is MediaTek 6795 in case you are wondering. Let's take a deeper look over the phone. So as you can see at the bottom, we have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging. We have a primary microphone over there. You can actually remove the back cover, and then I will show you the SIM card slot. Over there at the back side, you have a fingerprint sensor with which you can unlock the phone. You have a 23.5 megapixel or 24 megapixel camera at the back, which can take pretty good photos, and very high resolution photos can be taken. You also have the option of recording high definition video, and slow motion video can also be recorded. You also have got true tone flash, in which you will be able to take good photos even in low light. Even with flash, you can actually take very good photos. At the top, you have got a 3.5mm audio jack, and then you have secondary microphone as well on this device for noise cancellation. On this side, we have the power and sleep key and the volume rocker. Both of these buttons are metallic buttons, and they give you good amount of feedback. You also have a dedicated camera shutter key on this device, which is actually very good, and it has a small texture to it with which you can actually recognize it. And again, over there on the front, we can see that we have nice metallic earpiece. We have the front camera, which is again not too bad. It is a 8 megapixel autofocus camera. So you have autofocus camera on the front and autofocus camera at the back. Both of them can record high definition video. And as you can see, the display of the device is pretty big, and the device itself is kind of big enough to hold in one hand. Once you unlock the phone, you can see that we have a custom UI which is running on top of Android, and this UI is again the Gionee Amigo UI, and they have given the Amigo 3.1 on this one, which is an upgraded Amigo UI which you might have seen till date on any other Gionee device. So this one has become much more responsive. In terms of the overall UI responsiveness, this is definitely the most responsive UI I have seen till date from Gionee. So they have done good work over here, and still it will get a lot of customizations and other things which are relevant to the Indian users once it comes to India. So you will see more changes on this one. Let's take a look over the front. At the bottom, we can see that we have touch capacitive buttons on the phone. Again, they do not have backlit LED, which is kind of a disappointment, because normally on a flagship phone you always get backlit LED on these touch capacitive buttons, but Gionee has decided not to give it. As per the user preference, they have done a survey as per which people are not liking the backlit LED. I'm not sure how many people are actually there who don't like backlit LED over there on these touch capacitive buttons, but that is their reason why they have not given backlit LED. And as you can see, we do have proximity and ambient light sensors and a nice metallic earpiece over there. If you take a closer look over the edges, you can see that we have metal being used on the edges. So it is a metal frame all around, which is a single piece of metal which is there on this one, which not only gives this device a premium looks, but also a very rigid and a strong build quality as well. And then we have antenna bands as well. Let me just remove the back cover so that I can show you the connectivity as far as SIM card is concerned. So in order to remove the back cover, you can actually pull it from this side, and in order to pull it, you just need to apply certain amount of pressure over there, and then you can make the back cover come out. And once you remove the back cover, you can see that the battery is non-removable on this phone, so you cannot remove the battery. And there are two SIM card slots in which you can insert two micro SIM. Both of them will support 4G, and we have a micro SD card slot as well. Again, this phone is going to be available in 64 GB variant, on which you will get 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. And still after that, they have given a micro SD memory card slot, which is there to expand the storage. We have the loudspeaker mesh over there, and this is how the phone actually look like. The battery is again non-removable, and it is a 3000 milliampere hour, which is the battery on this one, which should be able to give you around 1 day battery backup, and we will find that out later. Let's take a look over the UI. So as you can see, the UI is responsive and smooth enough, and this is how the phone dialer look like. It is kind of a stock Android phone dialer, and this is running on Android Lollipop. Let's find out the version of Android Lollipop which we have on this one. So first of all, we will go into settings. From here, you can actually open up the toggles by swiping it from the bottom side like this, and then you can control the brightness. You have other controls over there as well. Let me just go back and go into settings on this particular device, and for that we need to locate the settings icon, and over here we have version information as far as Android is concerned. First of all, so we have Android 5.1 running on this one, which is definitely a good thing. Apart from this, if we take a look over the storage scenario, I can tell you the current status of the storage on this device. And for that, we have to go to advanced settings, and over here we have storage. So on the storage front, we have got 64 GB of this phone, and again on this one you have 52 GB available to the user, which is pretty good amount of storage available. You can actually do a many things, install a lot of high definition games as well, and it is capable of running high definition games. You have support for SD card, and OTG is also supported, so USB OTG is supported on this device, and you do have LED notification light over there at the top, which you can control. You can actually control the color of it as well, and then you have different kind of smart gestures voice control as well, in case you would like to use that. Talking about sharing option, you do have support for sharing the internet through the portable Wi-Fi hotspot, which you can create, and you do have support for USB to 3 and Bluetooth to 3 is also supported. Apart from this, if we take a look over the power management, you do have power saver on this device, with which you can actually save power and get much more battery backup, especially in critical times. And then you have location information over there. You can use GPS navigation as well on this device, which is definitely a good thing. Let's talk about the camera performance, and for this we are going to take a photo of this band over there, and we will find out how good the camera is, especially when you take a photo in artificial light. And we are going to take one more photo in low light, or maybe we can take it here. So it does take some time to take the photo, but again it is pretty fast in terms of the camera shutter speed. Now here we have the photo. This is the first photo which we have taken. The rear camera is doing a pretty good job. In this low light scenario, it has taken the photo pretty nicely. I can see the details pretty well in this photo once I zoom in, which you can see. And when it comes to the other photo which we have taken, this is the other photo which we have taken, and this one is also looking good in terms of clarity, in terms of details. So rear camera is doing a pretty good job. Let me just take a photo from the front camera as well. And here we have the front camera, and I've just taken the photo from the front camera. The front camera again has face detection, and it is an autofocus camera, and the photo which has came out to be I would say in this kind of light scenario is looking pretty decent. So front camera is also doing a decent job, if it is not too great, and considering this is an 8 megapixel camera and the kind of low light scenario we have, we are getting pretty good results on this phone. Let's talk about some of the comparison which we would like to do. First of all, we have the Gionee eLife E7, which was the earlier generation of this series coming from Gionee, and we have the Gionee S7 as well. This is the E7 and this is the S7. Sorry if I pronounced them wrong, but anyways, this is the S7, and this comes from the style series from Gionee, which represents the style which has glass at the back and at the front as well. We have metal frame on this one. This is much more closer to this one, especially in terms of the metal frame, as this one has also got metal frame, but in terms of the thickness you can see that this is a pretty flat phone. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Gionee E8 which we have with us. Again, I really like this phone as far as my initial impressions are concerned. The build quality in this phone is pretty good. The overall look and feel of the phone is quite premium. It does look pretty beautiful in the golden color variant which we have with us. Again, it has got almost all the features you would need on a smartphone flagship, which includes the wireless charging, you have fingerprint sensor, you also have NFC as well, and all these things does make this phone a pretty good flagship phone coming for the first time in this particular price segment. So let's see what kind of response does it get. In case you have any questions for this device, you can leave your questions in the comment section below this video. You can also like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can also subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.